Oh man, no way. Oh, no way. Oh, hey. Sorry, guys. Hey, it's time to shave. Hello, it's me, Sinatra Lennon. I just reading the old Custom Vans magazine from 1976. Yes. Found it in a little library. Thought it was crazy that it was in there. Hi, everyone. You ready to shave? I am. I am sweating like a dog. It's nearly September, and it is hot and humid and disgusting outside. I just mowed the lawn. Every time you mow your lawn this time of year, I start to think, is this the last time? Is this the last time for the... No, I'll have to probably mow it like 3 or 4 more times. Before November, when the grass just goes, okay, I give up. All right, let's shave. Let's shave with some cold water today because you don't need to shave with hot water every time. It does soften your beard, but I took kind of a warmish shower, so that's all you can ask for these days, a warmish shower. So I'm going to put some cold water on my face. I did take a shower. I did my hair. It's out of control already. I need a trim. I got a bunch of shout outs, and I'm going to lather up with I just looked in my box of stuff, and I pulled out the old Droid Black from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. They sent this to me a while back, and everyone was like, whoa, it's so cool. It's Formula CK6, if that means anything to you. It's a pretty hard soap. I mean, it gives when you press, but people are like, oh, that's good stuff. So I'm going to remind myself why it's good stuff. I'm going to lather up with the Ken Surf signature brush that he put out a couple of years ago, the Ken Surf's from DS Cosmetic. They no longer do business with me, I guess, but I hope they do with Ken. Anyway, I got your old brush there, Ken, and we're going to lather up with the Droid, and then for a double whammy, just to get a little, because I kind of did it last time, I'm going to use 2 different kinds of aftershaves because I like the smell. Amaretto, thank you again to Dana, and Chiseled Face Cryogen aftershave. Somebody said, hey, have you ever used that? Yeah, oh yeah, I'm going to use it again. So we're going to do a double whammy with that. So let's start shaving, shall we? Got to make sure I got a cold water. Woo! Yeah, it is hot and humid and disgusting out there, and it felt good to take a warmish, coolish shower. It's like the glass half empty, half full. It was a coolish shower. It was a warmish shower. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. All right. This stuff lathers beautifully. Look at this. This is really... I was using that Arctique like last time, and that stuff doesn't really explode into lather like some do, but this one's doing it. I do like that Arctique with the, the level of menthol in it, but it tends to, at least to me, because I don't use a bowl, be a little bit soupy. And I've tried different, amounts. Oh, this is nice and cold on my face. Different amounts of water to soap ratio and all that jazz. But I'm going to keep trying it. I still like it. And I appreciate it being sent to me. Thank you again, Abe, formerly of West Coast Shaving. Put that back on top. I wonder if DS Cosmetics is still doing a thing. I wonder. I haven't checked their website in a long time. I assume they're still there. Oh, I forgot to tell you what I'm going to shave with. Well, I got a feather blade in my signature, also not available. This is the because they don't make my little signature stuff anymore, so it's all extremely valuable, right? On eBay, the second aftermarket. Yeah, not really. This is the Murica razor, just with Sinatra Lennon and a Texas shape on it right there. And yeah, anyway, go down there. And I think the link is still there. It'll take you to the Wet Shave Club, and so find out what else they have now. Anyway, it was a good run, and it's a good razor, and I'm going to shave with it right now. Like I said, I got a bunch of shout-outs. I have a September birthday coming up, but it's too soon to shout you out, MB. You know who I'm talking about. But I do have several other ones, and I have a comment of the week. I did this a while back where I found I could tell just a really sincere comment that struck a chord with me. So if I ever find those, if it stands out to me, I make a little screen capture of it. And I put it in my little notes app, which is how I remember what the shout outs are. I got all the little notes app here. So I'll be doing the comment of the week. But like I said, don't try to blow smoke up my skirt and, compliment me just to try to get the comment of the week. I can tell. I can always tell. Okay, so the Droid, what does it smell like? Don't know yet. Let me keep going. I think some people said they thought it was like Dracar Noir. I don't get that. I mean, maybe a little bit, because I still use and love Dracar Noir. This one expired in 2004. Well, you know, or maybe it was made in 2004. Woo! Thing's old enough to drive now. Old enough to vote. 18. Is that right? How is 2004 18 years ago? Do you remember, did you ever see the Conan O'Brien? In the year 2000. Remind me not to do that again. Where the joke was, he was doing it just before the year 2000 as if it was all this futuristic stuff, and then he kept doing it long afterwards. Like, in the year 2000, we will all be wearing shoes that can make waffles, you know, or something, whatever it was. It wasn't that. Okay, who's up on the shout-out parade first? Oh, well, it's somebody that did not get a shout-out, and I don't know why. I don't know why I missed this, but Bartlett, if that is your real name, double Barting it up here. You didn't get a shout-out, but you got one now. You got the first shout-out of the day. Bartlett, shout-out to you. PB. Now, if your last name is like Thomason or Bartlett or Williamson, and you name your son the same thing as the first part of your last name, is that okay? Is that okay? Sure, why not? All right, first pass done. Put a little water up there. Yeah, doing pretty well. I think this is I've used this feather blade. This is the second time. And because every week I get somebody asking me, how many shaves do you get out of a blade? Generally 4 to 5. 4 to 5. Now, like I said, at the end of my videos, I read every single comment. And some of them I'll make a comment to. Some of them I just can't. But if you contact me, like for advice on what my favorite safety razor is, or my favorite this or that I really can't get into, and I do it more like on here. So if you just go back and look and see what I'm using, you'll be able to get the answer to your question. You can still buy this razor. It's handmade in a little machine shop here in the United States. Got a magnet on the bottom. It just doesn't have the Sinatra linen on it anymore. Wonder how many were sold. 3. That's how many. No, I don't know. I got 1, and then I bought 2. Not really. I only have 1. I better hold on to the sucker. It's a collector's item now. Such a good, solid 3-piece razor. Short handle. Now, do y'all prefer a short handle or a long handle? I don't know. I go either way. I think I prefer the shorter, like the Fat Boy length or the Rockwell length, you know? Kind of like about that. That's about right, you know? Those real long ones, like the Parker 99R, they feel a little too long. But that's just me, you know, everybody's different. Get around here. Seen a lot of people saying they've been finding my video and my videos and videos like mine, and it's gotten them into wet shaving, and they've ditched their old way, whatever it was, whether it was, you know, like a Gillette Mach 3 or, you know, electric razor, and they're like, gosh, how have I been missing out on this for so long? And I feel the same way. It's, I don't know. Why am I proselytizing wet shaving? I don't know. Why not? Why not, folks? There we go. All right, second pass. Oh, yes. So G-Beliebel. Shout out to G-Beliebel. That's a heck of a screen name. He has similar interests as me, guitars, and he's interested in voiceover stuff. I actually had one of my oldest and dearest friends had someone contact me yesterday about how to get into doing voiceover. And what did I do? Because that's what I do for a living. When I'm not wet shaving, I do voiceovers for video games, for commercials, for, you know, anyone who will hire me to do voices, I'll do voices for. And I've done a million different things over the years. And I just, first of all, you gotta have a voice. And second of all, you have to be able to use that voice, use it as a tool. It's like having a fine tool. It's like having a razor, but not knowing how to use it. That razor is still as good as it ever was, but if you don't know how to use it or use it improperly, well, maybe not improperly, but if you don't know how to handle it, then that's a huge part of it. So, got the pipes, got the talent, you've maybe done some acting or something like that, and find representation, find an agent. You have to record. Actually, you know what? You should take a voiceover class first. That's what you should do in your local area. If you live in a large enough market, find a voiceover class. That's what I did. I took two of them, in fact. The first one was just a very informal one-night thing, and the next one was in depth, and we actually got into a recording studio. But they're out there if you look, if you're really interested. And so do that, and they will guide you along your way to finding an agent, putting together a demo, and then just going on auditions. And if you got to remember that's show business, and there's a lot of rejection. You'll do a lot of auditions, but you'll get rejected more often than you get hired, and you just have to be able to understand that that's okay. It's not that you're a bad person or you weren't talented enough. It's just that I always equate these two things. Your voice is a color, like it's majestic blue, and they're looking for a majestic blue, they think. So your agent sends in your voice, which is a lovely majestic blue, and there's a bunch of other majestic blues, slightly lighter, slightly darker, and they choose a different majestic blue from yours, a little bit darker one. That's okay. Your majestic blue is still beautiful. You just weren't the right color for that painting, and they'll come along a painting that is perfect for your color. So think of it that way, and it's not really a rejection. It's just, oh, yeah, it wasn't quite what they were looking for. I mean, unless you just really do terribly at an audition. I don't know. I don't know how you do that, but, oh, I got a little nick. See, I started going too fast. I started talking about stuff. Got one little nick there. So what I do whenever that happens, I just kind of press it, put some direct pressure on it, try to shut it down. So there you go. Jeeble-leeble. I hope that helps. Presley Rodriguez. Shout out to you, Presley. That's a good name. Rodriguez with an S. See a lot of Z here in Texas, but then you'll see the S from time to time for Rodriguez. All right, let me wash off here. So the Droid Black has a nice scent. It's soapy. It's got a little bit of a, sort of a masculine scent, like a cologne, but nothing I can really say, that smells just like this. So anyway, try it out, get a sample. If you've heard about it and you're interested, it's good. It's good. Phoenix Shaving does a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. So you probably can't go wrong with them. All right. I'm trying to keep that little nick from getting more nicked. I got to get the problem areas like I always do. Where are the problem areas on your face or your legs or whatever part of the body you're shaving? There's got to be that one. It's like, dang it. No matter how many times I go over this, it's still there. And then you just got to know when to stop, right? Okay, who else we got? We got a couple more. Oh, Blake Jones. Blake Jones wanted to know about my ring. Now, a lot of people comment on my ring. This is a class ring from the University of Texas at Austin. It's not an Aggie ring. Most people that ask me about my ring here in Texas, at least, think that I went to the Texas A&M University because their ring culture is huge there. I mean, they have a whole ring ceremony. You like drop it at the bottom of a pitcher of beer, and then you drink the whole beer, and I'm sure they drink the ring sometimes, and then you got to wait for it. But yeah, University of Texas ring. And he said, can you tell me a little why you wear a little bit deeper meaning rather than just, being a university ring? Well, the simple fact is because my father has a ring from the same university, and I grew up watching him wear it, and I always liked it. I thought it was cool. So I was like, I want one too. So there's that sentimental fatherly connection to you, Papa Sinatra. I know you're watching. He does watch, by the way, so. And my mom does too. I think a little bit less. But that's why I wear this ring. And also because of my time at the University of Texas. And I'm not a big jewelry guy. I'll wear a wedding ring, a watch, and my class ring, and that's it. Back in the 80s, I used to have like a little thin gold chain that I would wear. And I wore that thing for years and never took it off. And it became a thing where I was like, oh, by the way, the Ken Surfs brush, this is an old one. Good stuff. Solid, synthetic. I prided myself on the fact that I've been wearing that chain for like 4 years straight without ever taking it off. I don't know. Priorities change in life, and you don't understand why you thought something was great later on. But hey, you know what? That's all right. That's part of living your life and changing. Some of the changes you might not like. Some of them you might think back as like, oh, how come I don't do that anymore? And some you're like, thank goodness I don't do that anymore. So it's all part of life. It's okay. It's all right. Nobody has it all figured out, that's for sure. We're all faking it. Maybe not all of us. All right. So let's go ahead and put this on. Now, how did I do it last time? Did I put the lotion on and then the splash? That's what I'm going to do this time. So Amaretto Special, which smells like amaretto, and it's from moonsoaps.com. Stuff smells fantastic. If you know what amaretto smells like, that's it. It's good stuff. Did that nick stop? Yeah, pretty much did. This one down here is still going, but it's a good razor for not getting nicks. The Murica razor. The Sinatra Lens signature. Okay. Let's put on some of this amaretto. Not very much. Oh man, it smells good. Oh, it smells like a Black Forest cake. You know what Black Forest cake smells like? Ooh, it's like there's a rich chocolatey almost to it, and the cherry. Ooh, I gotta go find myself some Black Forest cake. You don't see that very often. At least I don't. Not around here. I don't know. Okay, and then the chiseled face, maintaining rugged good looks. The Cryogen, ultra mentholated. This stuff is no joke, and I just like mentholated stuff, as you all well know. And now I'm becoming a bit of a mixologist when it comes to my aftershaves. I'm not a huge fan of the scent of this one. It's a little too powerful, and I wish it was more minty, but it's more, and I've said this before, it smells like the color that it is, if that makes any sense. Chew on that for a minute. That's the only way I can describe it. Well, not the only way, but that's the way I am describing it. All right, we got two more things. We got Daz from Birmingham. Shout out to you, Daz, and of course, your special lady, Miriam. So Daz and Miriam in Birmingham, shout out to y'all. Daz, I like that. Daz. It's like Paul McCartney be called Macca, and George Harrison be called Hazza. What would I be called? Bazza? Sinaza? I don't know. Let me know, Daz. Or maybe your special lady, that's how you put it. Special lady. I like that. This is my special lady, Miriam. Is that how you sound, Daz? No, I'm sure it's not. Anyway, and finally, before we go, thank you all for watching, by the way. This is the end of my little silly video for today. I hope you enjoyed watching some of this stuff. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. But I'd like to leave you all with this comment from Rahil Shayan. Now, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Rahil Shayan. And this is the quote of the week. He says, "You are the best. Thank you for being so wholesome, genuine, lovely, and a total gentleman. Watching your videos is my remedy for loneliness and depression. Thank you for being there when nobody else is." And then a little heart, made out of a 3 and a less than symbol. So that was Rahil. Thank you so much for that. I mean, it's those comments that make me keep doing this, because I feel like I'm having a positive impact on people I've never met. But that's okay. That's the way our world is these days. You don't necessarily have to be friends in real life to get the benefits of that friendship, So Rahil, you are the quote of the week. And thank you all for being viewers, for commenting, for engaging, for being so generous with your time and your love. And I hope that I give some of that back to y'all. So anyway, have a great weekend, everybody. September is upon us. That's right. Got a birthday coming up, September 13th. Not me. MB. See you later.